carry from Matt Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. At the 28. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tua going to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Devontae Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 77 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From midfield, here's Tua. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Trey Hendrickson on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Throwing his Tagovailoa on third down here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Carr now on first down. They'll run the screen with Mack. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
Play fake, Carr. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 35 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble.
Let niggas stay in
Let's
there.
just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. that'll be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
That's out to the left and complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They'll run with Taylor. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
2-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into into the end zone, and then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 10. Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
7 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And the Dolphin first down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rakiasin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. And fighting down inside the 25. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. The give to Taylor. They find some open field here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That good for 22 and a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
For the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida.
Yeah.
He'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they take him down, losing yards back at the 27.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 14.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 11 now. Working from the gun, it's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same
didn't
result.
fucking tell me.
He opted for the touchback.
When? I was asleep. I don't know why you always do that. Okay, but still, I don't know why you do that. Why you didn't?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game.
I was about to ask you why you didn't invite me.
So tough.
But do you see how it didn't work? And how it never works when you do it like that? It never works when you do it. It never works when you do it like that, babe.
Who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
But what I'm saying is that the best way to
maybe wake up everyone else?
Communicate with me?
16 yards.
Is that the best way to communicate with me?
Well, maybe this
be real. Be real with yourself, my nigga. Be real with yourself.
Coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well.
Babe.
This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game.
That's the best way to communicate with me? Oh, well then, I get, okay, well that's what you get when you, if that's the best way, then that's what you get. Well then fucking don't say nothing to me then.
Second down.
He's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that all day. Everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Taylor. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
7 at the 41-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr now to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now this time, Carl throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. He'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Though being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? These guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practiced that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position.
And goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Tua on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
She believe me. She be mad anytime when I really ain't. Got me posted all alone with the songs.